Hello! In this video we will be going through a very basic explanation of how to use the search function in our catalog. The page you're currently viewing is the page you will see on our catalog kiosks in the building. Those are the ones located near the information desk and out in the stacks. This is a good video to watch if you want to learn how to use those or if you are learning how to search for items to place on hold at home. You can also search the catalog directly from our home page by typing in a keyword here. But today we're going to start from this page. If you look at the top right here, where you see the search bar, you're also going to see these two drop-down menus with those arrows. Right now it's set to the easiest catch-all way to search, which is searching the catalog by a keyword. But what does this mean? The left drop-down menu is where you are searching, and the right drop-down menu is how you are searching. So I'm going to go through a couple of the options on those menus just to give you a starting point on how to clarify your search and find what you need faster. So first we'll start on the left. This is the same drop-down menu that you see on the website. Today I'm just going to mention the difference between catalog and Lakeland catalog, which is the second option. When you search, the default is just to search what the Herrick main branch and the Herrick north branch have. But if you know you want to search every possible thing you could possibly get anywhere, then you can directly search, the Lakeland catalog. This is most helpful if you already know it's something that neither the main library or the north branch will have. And it's also helpful if you're looking for something pretty specific and you're not sure what will show up and you just want to see what happens. But we're just going to use the Herrick catalog for the rest of the video. So now let's take a look at the right-hand drop-down menu, which is how you are searching. Right now it's set to keyword. So a keyword search looks for anything that might possibly have relevance to what you want, and it will put what it thinks is the most relevant at the top. This is usually a good idea, but sometimes it can be too general. So let me show you what I mean there. Let's say I just got a pet rabbit and I want to learn how to care for it. So I'm going to search the Herrick Library catalog for rabbits. Get me all the information on rabbits. Okay. All right, so we have 1,824 results, and just looking at them, most of them look like they're going to be kids' books, which is not what I want. So I'm thinking this is too general. I'm going to try to add an extra word to the search to make it more specific. So let's try pet rabbits, because that's what I'm looking for. Okay, that's only 73 results. That's better. But I'm still seeing a lot of like kids stuff, ebooks, stuff that I don't want, and it's not really about caring for rabbits. It's just kind of general. There's maybe one there, but I bet we can do better. Let's try changing the word pet to something else. I'm going to try rabbit care. Sometimes it's just as simple as changing the word you searched for. All right. They're looking a lot better here. Still some kids' books, but especially when we get farther down on the list, we see a few here that I can choose from and click place a hold if I want to place a hold for it. So now I'm going to show you something else. Sometimes if you're not quite sure what you're searching for, you may type in something slightly incorrect. So let's say in my case, I remember a friend told me about a book called Waking Light, and I want to see if Herrick has it. And, oh, looks like I just mixed up the title and the subtitle a little bit because it has the word light here in pairs. Okay, this is what I need. You know, I can click check out now this ebook for it. So sometimes the catalog is able to fill in the blanks for you with a keyword search. Sometimes it is not. So if you don't get any results, you may need to double check the title. Although don't forget over here you can click on search other resources and try the Lakeland catalog to see if you can find an exact match if you still don't see what you need. But I'm going to show you something interesting. I'm going to click on music CDs over here. So it's only going to show me the music CDs that are relevant to the search. And I'm going to click on one of these, but just note, you might wonder why these showed up when I searched for Waking Light, and maybe it's just because they kind of have similar titles with morning and light and dawn and all of that. But the real reason that it showed up is actually, when we click down here to see full record, music CDs will often have an entire list of the song titles, and you'll see right here is Waking Light. There it is. So this can be really helpful if you're somebody who likes looking up music CDs and you want to know what CD a particular song of yours is on. A lot of times, right, we know song titles because we hear them on the radio, but we don't necessarily know the artist or the CD that it's on to find it, to listen to on hard copy. So there you go. This is true of digital music as well, I should say, not just hard copy. Okay, one more thing. So keyword searches are really efficient when you already know the title and the author of the book you want. You can eliminate any other possible matches that way. And even if you know a little piece, it still helps you find the thing the fastest. So let's say I know that Lynn Austin has written a book and I think it had Mercy in the title. So I'll type in Mercy and then Austin. Okay, it's not the first, but it's the second thing right here, Waves of Mercy. I know that's the one I want. So that's just an example of why knowing the author's name can be really helpful, especially when you don't know the full title. But let's just pretend that I did remember the whole title and search for it. Waves of Mercy is unique enough that it would probably find it without the author's name, but this is just good practice to get into the habit because it will weed out any of those other books with the same title. So if you're aiming for speed, do it this way. So Waves of Mercy, right at the top, perfect. All right, so let's try to do this same thing, but let's search with a title instead, the second item on the list, how we are searching, all the way back to this drop-down menu. Let's see what happens. No results, and that is because of the difference between a keyword search and a title search. Title search is going to take exactly what you type in, exactly as it is written, and search for any item in our catalog that has that title. So because there is no book called Waves of Mercy Austin, it has found nothing. So if I were to eliminate the author's name to do a title search, it would then find it. Here it is, right at the top. And a lot of times it will give you related books as well. So Legacy of Mercy is the second book in that series, so that has shown up here as well. And that is the title search. So helpful in certain circumstances when you are sure of the title and you don't want to get any of that, you don't want to get music CDs or anything different, you just want that item. Title can help you find it, but you need to be pretty sure of yourself. Then the third option here is author, and that's the last one we'll talk about very briefly. If you were to type in Austin, Lynn, usually the best way to do it, you'll still get Waves of Mercy at the top because it is what is the most relevant. I'm trying to highlight the word relevance over here. It's how you're sorting your search. Most popular of her books is Waves of Mercy, but if you scroll down, you'll see more of her books. One thing that is helpful, and the reason why I wanted to bring this up, is you can sort by publication date. So if you're somebody who likes a particular author and you want to know if they've written anything recently, sorting your search by publication date will bring you that author's most recent work. So in this case, If I Were You by Lynn Austin, you can quick place a hold on the most recent item for your book club or whatever you want to do with that item. One other thing, yes, this is the third item on the drop-down menu, but it's often most convenient for, if you're looking for an author, to just click on their name. If you know one book of theirs and you want to see more books, rather than going back up here to do an author search, you can just click Austin, Lynn, and it will do an author search for you. And it's back to the relevancy search here. And in this case, it sorted it by the newest one first. So there you go. That's basically how searching works on our catalog. This was a level 1 introduction, so we may do a more advanced one with all of the fancy things over here on the side or more of the drop-down menu options, but those are the big three. Hopefully they help you search the catalog on your own a little bit more, but feel free to ask us any questions you may have.